Hey, everybody. Hey, Tammy.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Gwen. Hey, Rebecca. Good to see you
We
guys.
we have a great topic today.
Passionate about it.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
have thought about doing a video on it.
You should. You absolutely should. Because I've been I've been reading up on this and looking at some good videos. You need to do
Yeah.
a video. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, you know, a lot of the times I go to do a video and I think it's common sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I posted on Instagram the other day about, and usually that's the kind of responses I get sometimes. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, um, I posted on Instagram the other day, if you need a piece of sheetrock, but you don't need a whole 4x8 sheet,
Mm-hmm.
ask the local hardware store if they have a piece, because what they do is they cut the damaged part off,
Mm-hmm.
try to sell it to recoup
Mm-hmm.
their losses. And I wrote on there this time, I know this sounds obvious, but every time I post something,
Mm-hmm.
somebody's like, I didn't know that.
Yep.
And a lot of
Yep.
people responded.
Mm-hmm.
So, because we needed a piece, I don't know, three by three,
Mm-hmm.
because we took out the washing machine, and behind the washing machine and the dryer were a like a plastic panel.
Uh-huh.
And I looked up the cost because I was going to replace it. It was like $90. And I said,
Mm.
no, I'm scrubbing it because you're not going to see it.
Yeah.
It goes behind the washer and dryer. I just like the idea of it. Well, the
Yeah.
problem was when you moved it, the wall was crumbling. That's why it was there.
Oh, got you.
So what we did was we cut half the wall out, and it was like a
Mhm,
3x3 section that was crumbling,
mhm,
and we just replaced it and put the panel back up.
mhm, mhm. Awesome.
But 4x8 would have been useless
Mhm. Yeah.
because storing sheetrock, it either starts to stink or it gets
Mhm.
wet or whatever. I
Yeah.
just don't like to have it on hand. That's one thing I don't
Mhm.
like to have on hand.
Yep. It can crumble up on you. You can get bugs in it.
The cool thing is about like the laundry room.
Silverfish they love um sheetrock.
Really?
And whenever you start, and you might be like, well, silverfish doesn't eat bugs that are otherwise harmless. The problem is that there's, a hierarchy, a food chain in the bug world. So you're going to draw in other bugs that eat the silverfish.
Who eats the silverfish?
Spiders,
Oh, I got tons of
scorpions.
them.
If you're in scorpion territory, scorpions and
Ooh.
spiders.
Hey, Dawn. Hey, Troy.
Hey, everybody. We've
It's
got
good.
Gwen, Rebecca, Dawn, and Troy. Good to see you all. Thanks for
Good for
coming.
you, Troy. And Gwen said it's the paper that the silverfish are drawn
Yeah,
to.
that's awesome, Troy. I need to email them. I feel like I failed so badly last year that I feel like I should, like, I'll join, but let me use my own seeds. Do not mail me seeds. I'm feeling guilted because
Well,
it
I asked them
money.
not to mail me seeds because I said I couldn't join the collab. And I said, because a lot of the seeds don't grow here.
Uh-huh.
And I think it was the year after they sent them to me, they were like, don't worry about it. I'm sending it to you anyway. I said, okay, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And like I tried to grow the pepperoncini, we got none.
Yeah.
The beets don't do well. So I'm like, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so let's talk food now
Yes,
that
let's talk
everybody's,
food. Where do we begin? What's your plans?
oh my gosh.
Should we just
Yeah, I don't
jump in
blame
with
you.
grains?
Hey,
Hey,
Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. What was that, Tammy?
do we want to talk about it? Like, I'll let you kick us off
Okay.
for where we go.
Dawn says, no, no one failed more than I did. Don't be embarrassed. Just try again. Dawn is rocking it right now.
Oh no, I didn't even do my last video. I was
It
sick. My
happens.
mom's
Life
last.
gets busy.
I lost. I think I mentioned this before. I feel like I lost September through December. Just
Well, yeah,
it was
it was a
all
whirlwind.
family, internal healing kind of stuff.
I lost mid-December to end of January.
Yes. How is Norman? I know we won't get into it too much, but
That's all right. 2 days post-injection, and he's still walking well. Once I get
awesome.
past 7 or 8, I'll feel better.
Awesome.
But 2 days post-injection, in fact, Grant,
Mhm.
like boars do,
Mhm.
mounted him while he
Yeah.
was laying down.
Uh-huh.
Grant's a big boy.
He is. Oh my,
He
that's a
is a
lot of weight.
uh-huh.
Gee.
Well, I I saw that and I told Mr. Yogi Hollow, I said, "You better look out the window. I'm gonna go feed them." I said, "Let's watch Norman walk." And I told him what happened.
Mhm.
Norman got up and made such a noise like, "This is not okay" to him.
Good for
He
him.
said, "Not me, not now."
He's like, I'm not a victim in that way today. You can just leave me
Right.
alone.
You know, and like Sherman used to do it to Grant all day
Mhm.
long,
Yep.
right? But
Establishing
Norman and
dominance
Grant,
today.
it doesn't happen a lot, which is good. But I
Yeah.
was like, "Seriously, dude, you do this now?"
Now, right?
But anyway, but yeah, so far so good. So we're knocking on all kinds of wood here.
Awesome. Yay. All
Um,
right. Food.
food. So easy, basic tips. And like I said, we have always done it in the sense that we always bought bulk because
Yep.
then we, quite honestly, back then it was for convenience to
You
have it
save your
on
money
hand.
doing it that way too.
Yeah, not to go to the store and
Mhm.
all that. I've never been somebody, let's run to the store every day.
Mhm.
So the other thing is now fast forward to homesteading and all the stuff that happened in 2020 with food
Mhm.
shortages and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And living rural, because that's another big part for us. Because for us to
Mhm.
go buy stuff, it's a 2-hour round trip.
Mhm.
Um, Obviously, we use the local grocery store, but it's 3 times the price.
Mhm.
So some of the things we do now, we used to buy bulk meat before
Mhm.
we started raising our own, and I'll get
Mhm.
into that in a minute. But if you don't raise your own meat, you can buy bulk meat. You can go to Sam's Club and buy an entire piece of pork and cut it into pork chops or roasts and vac seal it and put it in your freezer. You can also, the alternative is you can go to um obviously farmers, like we buy
Mhm.
an entire cow. We've bought
Mhm.
a half a pig. When we had Norman and he was little, we had no pork, so we bought half a pig.
Mhm.
So those are things you can do, and you can usually save a lot of money by doing that. And the reason why is because you're buying it up front. So it may seem like a lot of money up front, but you're getting better quality stuff usually, and you can cut it how you want. If you want
Mhm.
thin, if you want thick,
Mhm.
your call. I know that when you order any animal from a rancher or a farmer, you then talk to, because usually you buy the live animal for a
Mhm.
certain amount of money and then you pay for
Yep.
processing.
Yep.
Some of them have cash discounts.
Mhm.
And what you can do then is tell them exactly what you want. And if you are not sure what you want, go to the processor and they have charts that
Mhm.
you can go by and they will tell you what they do. For example, we often want a certain thickness of steak for beef,
Mhm.
and oop, and we also want it, um, let me just lower this so we don't echo. And we also want it 1 or 2 steaks to a pack, not
Mhm.
4, because we're not a family. There's just
Mhm.
2 of us.
Yeah.
I think now we just do individual. That's what we did. Well, with the bison, we just got it that way. We didn't choose, but it worked out perfect because the guy is also him and his wife. So he
Mhm.
had chose that
Yeah.
because if he has leftovers,
Mhm.
he ends up eating it if he doesn't sell it all.
Mhm.
So really good stuff you can do. Gwen said,
A cut
trying
card.
something totally new this year with my garden, not tilling, cover the whole thing with wood chips And I think I'm going to plant my tomatoes and peppers in the raised bed. Awesome.
Yeah, that's a good
Corn,
idea.
green beans, some squash in the ground. Yep. They have a
Mhm.
cut card, absolutely, with all the options on it. Ours
Yeah.
has a cut poster, and you look at it and they tell you exactly what they have because some of them go pretty extensive.
Mhm.
Like I know that my friend who sells lamb,
Mhm.
she has to go to a USDA processor. I don't know all the reasons, but I know part of it is because you sell in 2 different states. You have to make sure
Yeah.
you meet that requirement if you sell it publicly.
Mhm.
And like we get garlic parmesan lamb brats. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh, are
Oh,
they good?
yum. Those sound so good.
Oh, her lamb is to die for. I'll just leave it
Mhm.
at that. But
Yeah.
um there's so many different things you can get. Like I know that when we went with our first 2 pigs, there was bacon and
Mhm.
then there was ranch bacon.
Mhm.
And don't ask me to cut a meat. I'm really bad with that stuff. But ranch bacon is made from a different part of the animal and they make
Yeah.
it into bacon too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Never knew that that existed.
I didn't
So,
either. I thought it all came from the same place.
right, right. Um, I think you can do either one, Rebecca, because I've done both. Because cotton yarn is what you want to do. I think knitted is,
Thinner.
yeah, thinner, softer.
Mhm.
Either way, Rebecca, either way. If you're crocheting and not using a loom, I don't know about a loom, but if you're crocheting with a crochet hook,
Mhm.
I've done that with a single crochet, or I've done a pattern where I've done a single half double
Mhm.
alternating. And that creates a really cool pattern.
Mhm.
But cotton yarn's the way to go,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. It kind of has
Um,
like the thickness, not as thick as well, depends on how thick your pot holder is. Almost like
cotton is good.
cotton is good, but
It
mine,
softens over time.
yeah, it was almost like a mat.
Yeah, it softens over time because I can tell you I have
Okay,
tons
thank
of
you, Lisa.
crocheted and knitted washcloths that I use for
Mhm.
cleaning.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And over time they soften. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
they as you wash like first time you wash them, but
I've
after that
only
they just keep softening.
I've only done one washcloth and one dish towel, and they're kind of thick. And I wasn't
Yep.
crazy about it because of how thick they are.
I like them because they absorb.
They do. It's just, I don't know, like the washcloth in particular. I got little hands. And it's
I
this,
get it. You need to make them smaller. I
I need
usually
to
make
make
them
them
in
small.
circles. I make them in circles or smaller squares. I don't
I
make
like
a
that.
full washcloth
Yeah.
for and I often do it with scrap yarn where
I
I don't
want to
have
do a
enough.
scrubby. Have you done a scrubby?
Oh yeah, tons of them.
I
I
need
love
to
them.
do a scrubby. I need to crochet some of those.
I will send you what I feel is the best scrubby yarn ever.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
And the reason why I say that is because it's not natural, just throwing that
Mhm.
out there.
Yeah.
But the reason why is because when Yogi used to drool, it would leave this stain on the floor and I never could get it off. And I made this scrubby
Uh-huh.
out of this yarn, and it was the only thing to remove the stain.
Oh, awesome.
Like water, and that's it.
Wow.
Soap
That's
and water.
cool. Okay, cool.
Before I
Yes.
could not get it off.
She said I'm going to crochet with a 5.5 size. Yeah, that's good.
5
Let's see.
5 is my favorite. 5 is my favorite, not
Is it an
5.5.
F? What size
5
is it? G or F or?
I don't know, I can't remember. 5 millimeter is my favorite crochet hook.
I think it's in that
Gwen
area.
didn't like this stuff. I love it because it works amazing. Works amazing, but there's a lot of different scrubby materials. Some are
Mhm.
cotton, some are rubbery, some are like
Mhm.
tinsely, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. And the one that I have is like plastic, total
Yeah.
plastic,
Yeah. I
but
quit
it
using
works.
store-bought sponges. Oh my gosh, like years ago, and went to just back to using, wash rags
Yep.
because I feel like it's more hygienic.
Yeah, because you can wash them and they
You
dry. You
can
can hang.
wash them. You're not using the same. So, to reel us back on topic, I guess, like there's a thing for your preps in the kitchen.
That's right.
Wash
That's
rags.
right.
Scrubby.
Um, let's see. So other things that so we covered meat.
Meat birds,
Yep,
fish.
obviously you can raise meat
We should
birds. They're
guys go
super
fishing
easy.
too. I told my husband this year when we go fishing, I really want us to focus on getting more fish in the freezer because we do sport fishing just for fun. So we
Yep.
toss a lot of them back. But I'd like for us to start putting more meat in the freezer because and it's ridiculous, but we've actually bought catfish before. And that's like, we fish. Like, why are we doing this? But we love the taste of catfish. And it certainly isn't as good as what you get out of the lake.
Yeah,
So, and fish is good for you. And
absolutely.
the little packages of tuna. Oh my goodness. I bought a bunch of those because they are good for like years. So
Yeah.
your long-term food on your shelf for meat, those. And did you hear Spam went out of business?
No.
What? I is it a rumor? I mean, I just still can't believe it, but I also can't say that I dug a whole lot of I didn't real dig into it really deep, but it looks like they were going out of business.
I'm looking.
Yeah, is it fake? Is it fake news?
Fake news.
Oh, thank goodness.
It says Hormel Foods' iconic canned meat, introduced in 1937, continues to thrive with record sales over a dozen
Okay.
varieties and strong presence in more than 50 countries.
Mhm.
It has experienced a resurgence in popularity among younger consumers in gourmet dishes, I find hard to believe, and in international markets.
Mm. You know what how I like to do Spam? Throw that stuff in a I mean, you can fry it, of course, but throw that stuff in a blender. And there's a recipe. I'd have to go. I haven't done it in a very long time. Throw it in a blender, and you basically make your potted meat.
Oh,
Anybody
no.
know what potted meat is?
Yeah.
I mean, we we like potted meat. Potted meat's really good when you're out fishing or camping.
That's awesome.
Crackers.
Hey, that's what makes the world go round.
Yeah, or like the little red devil, meat in a can kind of thing, like that. We really like that.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
you can make that with Spam. And didn't Casey over at Ormsby Farms, he did a whole Spam collaboration, didn't he? Was it him that
I
drove that?
think he was in one, but I don't think it was
Okay.
his.
Yeah.
But I know, I think Monica Bland's made a Spam.
Uh-huh, she did too. Yep, Land's Promised Land Ranch. Mhm.
Yeah, it's funny, the memories I have of Spam were when we camped,
Uh-huh.
because we camped for like 2 weeks
Mhm.
we camped a lot, and we camped then
Mhm.
for like 2-week vacation.
Mhm.
Because I grew up in New York City, so like going up and camping somewhere, we were able to run free. So
Yeah, yeah.
and we had Spam and we would have it fried. It was so
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, that was our family vacations. Like some people do exciting things and go to Disneyland. We went camping like all the
Yep.
time. That was
Yep.
our family vacation.
Yep.
Bartlett Lake in Arizona was commonly visited by our crew.
That's right. That's right. And
Mhm.
it's funny. Well, my parents actually ended up buying, they retired in the same town
Mhm.
where the campground was that we went all the time
Uh-huh.
because they bought land.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was pretty
See,
cool.
it's kind of like you and I both did. We moved to vacation towns.
Yeah,
So we
exactly.
just since we don't vacation a lot, we just live there.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, and what
Um,
about your pheasants? Lisa, you've done
yep.
pheasants. We've both done meat birds before. Uh,
Anything birds is
mhm,
super easy. Pheasants are harder, but
mhm.
like you can easily raise, to me, chickens are the easiest thing to raise,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because you can have them in a
yeah.
tractor. Now I can't have a tractor because I don't have flat land. Maybe
Mhm,
Dawn Ray B, right? She's
mhm.
here.
Yep.
She probably can't have a tractor because of
Mhm,
her land. Maybe I'm speaking wrong,
mhm,
but when you have uneven land, it's harder to do a tractor, but you can still do things that are easy to raise chickens. And if you think about it, it's 8 weeks and it's done. So you can make anything last for 8 weeks
mhm.
and it'll be done.
Yeah.
Um, Rebecca, I would look online at a pattern and see how wide they do or measure it next to a towel to determine that.
Oh, she
She
did.
yeah, Dawn just said she can't because she's got land similar to us. I should say different than us, but similar
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's steep and all that.
Yep. Same
Um,
here. Too
but you
rolly.
could have a chicken tractor. Think of it this way: you could have a chicken tractor
Mm-hmm.
that you made one that you could walk in as a coop for 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 8 weeks. Um, and you
Mm-hmm.
could also you would have to then stake it into the ground and all that stuff to watch out for wild animals and predators, but you could have something is what I'm saying. My friend teased me for building a coop in the only flat spot in my yard, could have used it for parking or a garage. Hey,
I know what
welcome
you're
to my
saying,
world.
though. We have the same dilemma. Like, we could really use covered parking over here, and we're like, well, we got the animals over here in this.
You can always do a carport.
Mm-hmm.
Carports are like there's tons of them in the south. Well, in North Carolina, there were tons of them,
Mm-hmm.
and there's tons around here because of the hail.
Mm-hmm.
So if people don't have a garage, they have a carport,
Yeah.
and they put
Yeah.
everything they can fit under it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tractor in West Virginia, bigger tires on one side, just don't turn around and go the opposite direction. Yeah. But what I'm saying is Dawn has a similar situation to us. So
And
it would be
rabbits.
what?
Rabbits.
Rabbits,
Uh-huh. And
quail. She has quail,
there's the other one. Yep, quail.
right?
And
But
some
I
people
mean,
do they do the hydroponics with the fish. And I'm calling it hydroponics, but they
aeroponics
actually,
usually.
yeah, whatever it's called, where they actually raise their own fish
Yep.
as part of their gardening setup, right, Lisa?
Right.
That's cool. Mm-hmm.
Right. The other thing you can do is a lot of people, you could make a cement level spot. You could
Mm,
build forms
mhm.
and do a cement level
Yep.
spot and put something on it, which would make it easier to clean after to take bedding because
Mm-hmm.
you could remove the portable tractor and all that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Just don't
Yeah.
get stuck in what people do. Look for what works for you
Yeah.
is
Mm-hmm.
the thing. I think the other thing is vegetables, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you can't, we've eliminated frozen vegetables from the
Mm-hmm.
store, we've
That's
eliminated canned
awesome.
vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is we number one buy cases if we can't grow it or if we need to supplement
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
We do that and we preserve it.
Mm-hmm.
So cases are from local farmers markets, from the bulk store. If you don't have a bulk situation near you, look for a farmer's market, see
Mm-hmm.
who will sell you a case of vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
For example, my best greenhouse is greenhouse number one,
Mm-hmm.
took a big hit and has a broken panel right now from the
Mm-hmm.
windstorm in December.
Mm-hmm.
Can't fix
Dang.
it till it gets warmer.
Mhm, mhm.
So I'm not doing tomatoes this year.
Yeah.
If I do, I'll do one or two,
Mhm.
but I'll put something else in the greenhouse that
Shorter
is,
season, some shorter season veggie.
yeah, something will go in
Mhm,
there and we'll figure it out and we'll make it work.
mhm.
Because right now I just don't know if it's going to be as hot as it needs to be for tomatoes. And we're in the middle of the kitchen thing. And I'm not starting tomatoes now and
Mhm.
adding that to my plate because I don't know how long we're going to be dismantled.
Yeah.
We're waiting on cabinets to be
Yeah.
made and
Mhm. Oh, how
countertops.
exciting.
Oh,
And you're getting
exciting.
this made.
So
That's
here's the
cool.
funny part. Here's my exciting. I said to the hubs that I wanted to take a sledgehammer to the entire kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And he looked at me because he's so practical. He looked at me and he said, "You realize," he goes, "that's all fodder for those shows." He goes, "You don't want to take a sledgehammer to it."
Yeah.
He says, "Because you're going to make a bigger mess. You got to clean it up." He says,
Mhm.
"It's easier to unscrew them and take them outside." And it's been
Yeah.
working well. It's just not as fun.
Yeah. That's funny. Are you
Um,
videoing it?
no,
You should. Can I tell you why?
I'll do shorts on it. That's all.
Well, save the video because you could compile it all together. The reason
That's
I And I know you are really good about tracking cost. Because right now, if you ask somebody how much does it cost to remodel a kitchen, they're going to shoot 10 grand at you. Like that's like the going, and I know this because, we just moved here and I wanted to remodel my kitchen and we did it on the super cheap. I didn't even, I, like, we, looking back, we're like, yeah, maybe we should have replaced those cabinets. But then we might have had to deal with floor and wall issues. But, and it's a bad investment. Like, this is bad. But anyway, but you're doing this. And I would be interested to hear about that information, like the cost overall. Just a video idea for you. I know
It's
you're really good at,
insane.
but I have a feeling if there is anybody that can do this at a lower cost, it would be you.
Nope. Sorry, I appreciate it, but I'm being real. Nope.
No? Is it going to be
No.
10
This
grand for you?
this is the one room that
Bummer. I was hoping that you'd find a way and share your
we
secret.
could have. Okay, we could have, but we chose not to, and I'll tell you why.
Mhm. Don't go
We
for under 30K.
yeah.
Whoa. Holy smokes.
Ours is well under that, but it's not the 10. The
Mhm.
reason why I say it is because
Oh,
first
I
of
did
all,
hear 10 to 20. I was thinking 10 was like the lowest. Mm.
yeah,
It
no.
also depends on how big the kitchen is. Hey, Barb, good to see you.
Hey Barb, hey Ark.
Hey,
Um,
Art.
so we could have done really cheap cabinets,
Mm-hmm.
but would they have lasted? Probably not, because
Mm-hmm.
we use our kitchen a lot,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I wanted wood cabinets, not garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
We looked at all the alternative ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We even looked if there was a way to even paint them.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
have plastic drawers.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
They're broken. There's
Oh, yeah, that's
just
a problem.
it is they're garbage.
Yeah.
Like I don't even
Mhm.
have people who
We did
want
have good wood ones. They were good wood, and we painted them.
makes a huge difference.
Mhm.
We have
Yeah.
several that are not functional,
Mhm.
and it's a nightmare. And
Oh,
we were
yeah.
gonna
You
do it in 2020, but then everything changed and we
Mhm.
pursued something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're just garbage.
Mhm.
So we ended up going to our local hardware store
Mhm.
and got an estimate.
Mhm.
And they're being made in Hot Springs, South Dakota, which is south of us.
Uh-huh.
The reason why we chose them, they were more money, but why? They're being made
That's cool.
out of wood.
Oh, that's cool. Yay.
And unlike Menards, Home
Mhm.
Depot,
Mhm.
Lowe's, if there's a problem, we have recourse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas there's no
That is
recourse with
exciting.
big box stores.
Fun. I
And
cannot
here's a
wait.
little history. We had a 1938 Sears Kit house in Connecticut.
Mhm.
I
You had to wait.
a
Say that all
19
one more time.
a 1938
Uh-huh. Very cool.
Sears Kit
Uh-huh.
house.
A kit house.
It came as a kit on the railroad, and
That
people
is
put it
really
together, and
neat.
you bought it for like $1,700.
They need to bring those back. Well, I guess they kind
Well,
of in a way. Barndominiums are kind of a kit house, right?
so what I did, because we were young and excited and in love and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I lovingly and over several months
Uh-huh.
stripped the cabinets, the
Mhm.
hardware, everything
Mhm.
of paint and repainted them, and it looked beautiful.
Mhm.
Did it the right way, bought the right paint, all that stuff.
Mhm.
Within 2 years, your fingernails by the drawers
Mhm.
kept pulling the paint off.
Yep.
So I'm
Mhm.
not a fan of painted cabinets because I went out of my
Mm.
way to do that the right way.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, yeah, so we just wanted wood cabinets that
Mhm.
would be durable and last the rest of our lives
Mhm.
because we're not doing it again.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Um, so
You
yeah,
could order a whole house from Sears. How awesome is that? Okay, we should talk about food again.
yeah, I will never paint cabinets again.
Sounds like I
Anyway,
will. I'll be repainting them if we
No,
ever
no
do
offense, no offense.
it.
But
No, I
you have
mean,
to, but
I've
here's the thing.
already noticed exactly what you're talking about, and I'm like, oh man, we're gonna have to touch these up.
It's so frustrating because
Hmm.
you do everything right and you buy the good paint
Hmm.
and you buy the kitchen paint.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, it's just maddening to me.
Yep.
No, no offense intended.
Yep.
It's just, and then these were what these were was they painted them and then they added to them. So like mismatched
Hmm.
hardware, no big deal. We can get rid of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Mismatched countertops, broken drawers, all that stuff. So anyway, um,
You found Heather,
vegetables.
Jennifer. Hmm.
What's that?
Jennifer said, "Oh, there's where Heather is."
Oh. Yeah, wood is we want this to be forever. And like the cabinets that we put in for the food preservation station, we don't feel
Hmm.
are forever,
Hmm.
but that place doesn't get enough traffic like the kitchen does.
Hmm. Yeah. That's an important thing to mention about the food storage area because basically you want your food stored where it's cold, dark, and damp, or
Right.
cold, dark, and dry, not damp.
Yeah, cold, dark, and dry.
Cold,
Cool,
dark,
dark, dry.
cool, dark, dry.
Um,
Yep.
the other thing, trying to think what I was gonna say. Hold on.
We were talking about veggies.
Yes, so thank you. Veggies. So the other thing, so I talked about you can get a case of it, you can preserve it.
Hmm.
Obviously
And
you
it's
can
going to
grow.
taste better and be better for you. My goodness.
One thing that we do is we buy a bushel or a case, it's a bushel in a case
Hmm.
of tomatoes, and
Hmm.
we've had them for 2 years now. We
Hmm.
That's why I didn't grow tomatoes last year.
Hmm.
Between ours and the ones we bought, we had
Hmm.
120 pounds of ours and we had a bushel of the local ones.
Uh-huh.
He grows them on the other side of the eastern side of the state. And what we do is we take them and we quarter them
Hmm.
or and just can them,
Hmm.
pure tomatoes, a little bit of citric acid,
Hmm.
and we then turn that into all the tomato products that we need. So if we need tomato sauce for pizza, if we need tomato paste, I have tomato powder. If we
Hmm.
need a can of diced tomatoes, we use that because they've been canned, they fall apart.
Hmm.
If you need a tomato for a recipe, you can drain the juice and use that.
Hmm.
I mean, we had shelves of
Yep.
tomatoes for
Yep.
that. And for us, that's a versatile way to
Mhm.
have it ready to go. The other thing you can do is I've seen
I
people
like
freeze.
that better. I like that idea because we've made the salsa and I get, people making the sauce and all that. But the truth is, if you think about like what we use the most, we're using just good old fashioned stewed tomatoes. That's
Right,
the thing we use the most.
right.
Hmm.
And you
It's
have it on your shelf.
easier, right? To can.
What's
It's
that?
just easier. It's easier to can
Yeah,
than everything else.
I say it's good food made convenient.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I freeze dry some, and like you can take cherry tomatoes and you can cut them in half and you can freeze dry them or dehydrate them and you can put them on your salad.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good too.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Hey,
that's why
Nancy.
Gwen says that's why I can so many tomatoes, just plain
That's
tomatoes.
plain
Same
tomatoes.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Nancy, our treasured home.
Soup, stews, chili,
Bu-
goulash, spaghetti. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
Absolutely. And Barb says I still have a couple of bags of tomatoes in my freezer. Good for you.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, Bob.
Um, So that's a good thing. The other thing is obviously you can buy a case of cucumbers, you can make
Mm-hmm.
pickles and have those for a couple of years. And the cool thing about it, if you're like us, right? We don't eat tons of pickles.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've still got pickles in there.
Have tons of pickles right now. My daughter canned a bunch of cucumbers.
Yep.
So I'm thinking I may, like, of what I'm going to grow this year, I may grow some cucumbers, but I'm probably not going to grow a whole bunch because I'm just growing them for the fresh cucumber, not for anything else. I still have cucumber chips dehydrated and vacuum sealed.
Exactly. And
Hmm.
that's the thing. You can take, so you can do pickles like every 2 years or every other year,
Mhm.
whatever works for you. That's what's really
Yep.
cool about it because you can grow them.
Mhm.
You can
Barbara was
grow according to your needs because
Mhm.
that's what we do with meat. We tend to
Yeah.
do like we try not to do pheasants and turkeys every year.
Mhm.
We try just to do we do chickens every year, but other than that, we try to alternate, right? Because we don't eat a ton of turkey.
Yeah.
We did order more turkeys for this year, and we're hoping to
Mhm.
hatch some pheasants. And the reason
Yeah.
why is because last year didn't turn out the way we hoped,
Yeah.
you know? And yeah, like you can grow cucumbers for your chickens, like Barb said, or you can make a hot sauce out of tomatoes, like Gwen was saying. Hey, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, good to see you.
Hey,
Thanks for
Corner
being
Club.
here.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Throw
The
them in
other
the
thing you can do is like
those.
bulk. A lot of people are near Amish stores. We
Mhm.
are not.
Mhm.
So I rely on the bulk order. But
Mhm.
you can go to an Amish store and buy a lot of grains in bulk and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
We, on
Oh,
the other
yeah.
hand,
Mhm.
so I bought a 50-pound bag of organic, non-bleached, all-purpose flour that I have in a
Mhm.
Gamma tote.
Oh my gosh, and you get the best flour from the Amish store.
Oh, do you?
The flour is so good there. They've got a couple of different kinds, but they're not necessarily like I think they might sell King Arthur brand, but
Oh,
they're
nice.
really good quality flour. And you
Yeah.
can buy them in a big old 50-pound bag or whatever. Mhm.
Yeah, I buy the flour from, Black Hills Bulk, and I mean, it lasts me
Mhm.
so long, which but it's
Mhm.
always nice to have on hand.
Mhm. Hey,
The other thing
let's do a rundown on different grains. What other grain were you gonna mention?
well, I was gonna say, like, I just used up, my last bag of sugar in my pantry,
Mhm.
and my goal is
Mhm.
to buy, natural cane sugar in a
Mhm.
large bag from Harvey's because they
Mhm.
have good stuff as well, and I try to
Mhm.
spread it around to everybody.
Yeah.
Um, you can also get, we don't like I'm sorry, we like plain rice, but we've really
Uh-huh.
been a fan of jasmine rice.
Mhm. Yeah, I like jasmine rice too.
So, we had a huge bag of, um, white rice, and then we had
Mhm.
a huge bag of black beans, which we still have,
Mhm.
but
We're
jasmine
not
rice
big
we seem
black
to
bean eaters, but I'll tell you, my daughter and her husband, they can throw black beans in a taco. Like the way that they cook with the black beans, like they've nailed it. They can throw those black beans into something and you don't hardly notice it's there, but it ups the protein value of the food. I was telling my husband we need to do that because making sure you have a sufficient protein in your diet's important.
I need to do that because 'cause I'm allowed to do
Mhm,
that, and
mhm,
would be great for your daughter to do, obviously, and I know she does it,
mhm.
is she could buy a huge bag,
Yeah,
vac seal it,
yeah,
that's what we did, and then, she can also end up canning batches at a time to make it easier to have just to toss,
yeah, yeah.
you know?
I wanted to say something about two. To me, they are not common grains, depending on where you live, and maybe not just related to what you eat, but what you have in your preps, what you have in your food pantry. And one of those is grits. I was watching a video on grits and about how good they are to have in your pantry. They're gluten free for anybody who's sensitive to gluten or anything. You can eat them savory or sweet. I love savory grits. My goodness. Um, and another thing I saw was that if you look in some of the books about how much grains somebody should have for a year, like one person for a year, if you didn't have a very, diverse food, we're talking like 450 pounds is what they said, which is crazy. There's 365 days in a year. That would mean more than a pound of some kind of grain a day, but it's like 16 ounces, right? So just a couple cups, you could say. Um,
Mhm.
but grits, I thought that was an interesting one uh,
Yeah.
to remind people about, not the pre-made kind with seasonings, but your grits. Yeah, I thought that was a good one. And then another one, couscous. Like, who would think about, so couscous is the really tiny pasta. And I don't even cook it, like, hardly ever. But here's what's cool about it. Like, I couldn't even tell you how to cook it. It's been so long. What I didn't realize was basically you boil water, you add in your couscous, cover it, and let it sit for 5 minutes. Talk about a perfect prepper food right there to be prepared if the power goes out or something. All you got to do is boil that water and, add it and let it sit covered for 5 minutes and it's ready. Huge plus. And the couscous is good for 2 to 5 years in a plastic jar if you buy it in a plastic jar. But you can also pour it into your mylar bags with oxygen absorber, and then you're upping the life of it to more like 10 to 20 years. But I thought, oh my goodness, I would never think of, like, I've got all the other pastas stored up. I wouldn't think about couscous. To me,
You
that's like
know,
a bougie pasta. Why would I want that? But
yeah, it's not Ryan's not a fan, so we don't buy
yeah,
it.
yeah, it absolutely does make sense though for like a really easy, quick kind of thing to fix.
And Jennifer Ocean said I like quinoa. Quinoa is something you can grow.
Mhm.
Annie's, I think it's Annie's Heirloom Seeds has it. I've grown it.
Did you? What was it
Um,
like harvesting it?
it's the same thing like the amaranth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Ryan didn't eat it, so I never bothered with
Mhm.
much. But I grew it for a challenge and
I remember that.
collaboration, and it was fun. But
I
um,
remember it, but I don't remember the outcome and everybody's feedback on it. How big did it get? Because the amaranths, they get huge.
it got
So,
pretty big.
okay.
It got
You
pretty.
think,
It's not something that I would grow normally. I mean,
yeah,
and like Barb was saying, would love a grain mill, but they're expensive. Agreed. And
me too.
the other thing is we have the attachment that someone gave me. It's not the same, but it
Mhm.
works. But I don't know. All I've done is Durham wheat so far. I have to grind um to see if I can actually get like a white wheat to get fluffy. I just don't find it gets fluffy with it.
Because those
But it
wheat
does grind it.
last a long time, right?
What's that?
The wheat berries that you
Yes,
grind, those last a really long time, right?
absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you vac seal them, it's sort of like, storing, dried stuff, dried goods if you
Mhm.
store it right,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to think of the other thing. One of the things that we try to do is, there's only two of us, so it's a lot easier than say an entire family of like six, right?
Mhm.
Because you've got a lot more food there.
Mhm.
Storage space is hard, use all
And you
your
know what you
storage.
like. There's 2 of you. So it's
Right,
and you're both adults.
right.
Mhm.
And I mean, we could probably go 6 months or more.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, that's just, but obviously at that point we would be dealing without certain things,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know, um, but it's just we've gotten in the practice of being the ingredient household and making
Mhm.
sure we make things. Like the other night I was craving a cake
Mhm. Mhm.
and I made a chocolate cake
Mhm.
because I had really good cocoa powder. I love this cocoa powder. I used to be a Hershey lover, I admit,
Mhm.
but now after using this cocoa powder, I'm not going back. It's really good.
Oh.
Um, and this cake, I didn't even make a frosting because I'm like, we don't need the frosting.
Mhm.
It was so flavorful and with a glass
Oh,
a
yeah.
glass of raw milk.
Uh-huh.
My gosh.
Really? You
Yeah,
could
I'll
have
show it
videoed
to
it
you.
and I would have let you join the cake fest on the fly.
I know. But like
I'll
I
bet
said,
you.
it
I'll
was
bet
just
that thought went through your mind too. Like, here I am making a cake.
so it's really moist and it does sink in the
Mm.
middle, which is fine
No,
because
that's like
that's like
more than fine.
gooey.
That means if you were to frost it, it all kind of settle in there.
But look,
Oh my goodness, yum!
oh, it's just so good.
This is like
Um,
the month for your dark chocolate cakes too, right? This is like February's chocolate month. Like every chocolate's better in February
yeah, no
than any
kidding.
other month of the year.
I'm looking for the I'm looking for the chocolate brand because
Which
I got it
reminds
in town.
chocolate,
But
actually, depending on the type, and if you vacuum seal it, it has pretty darn good shelf life. And
Oh,
I've even used the chocolate chips when they start to get white coated. Oh, there it is. Organic baking cocoa, equal exchange. Huh. And
it's
it's really
grown by small farms, small farmer co-ops,
mhm,
equal exchange chocolates. It is
mhm.
so good.
And it's so good for you. Like chocolate is one of the things if I ever had my blood pressure go up, my husband gets me a couple of chocolate chips, some like a little bitty handful.
Well, now that you say it,
Like,
that's what I was doing.
were you really?
No.
Oh,
I was making it sound good.
I would have believed you. Because that's what I do. Go get some chocolate chips. They're really high in magnesium, and chocolate does it. It's one of the things that can help if somebody's blood pressure's up. Help it kind of.
Interesting.
Not to say you should sit around eating chocolate all the time, but
Darn.
while you're waiting for your medicine to kick in. Yep.
I got a pig. That's what's been good for my blood pressure.
No. Oh, that's
It
so
says a
cute.
wise woman once said, "Eff it, I'm getting a pig," and she lived happily ever after.
And she lived happily ever after. I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
See what
this
Gwen
cake was so good, and I'm telling you that cocoa makes a huge difference.
Mhm. Yes, Barb, dark chocolate. It's important it's dark chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
This cocoa powder is to die for. It's
Awesome.
organic, it's good, and I
Yeah.
got it at I stumbled on it at the local store in town, which is called Wild Spruce
Uh-huh.
Market.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
really, really good.
Mhm. That's
And
awesome.
I keep it in my pantry on hand. So like when I use the last of it up for the cake, I was like, I'm gonna
Mhm.
buy another one to make sure I have it on hand because if I want a chocolate cake, I got
Mhm.
everything here,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
And
know?
an ingredient can make all the difference in your cooking.
Uh, Absolutely. That
I
was
take
one of the things I actually had posted that on Instagram and I
Mhm.
just said, you know, life is short,
Mhm.
make the cake with good ingredients
Yes.
and pair it with raw milk, a cold glass of
Yeah.
raw milk,
Uh-huh.
and enjoy life. If you're allergic
Mhm.
to chocolate, pick something else.
Yes. Right?
Because I have a
Even
friend who's a
your So I had some extra ginger because I made some infused ginger honey and it was starting, some of the ginger was starting to dry out. So I just let it dry out. I didn't even have to put it in my dehydrator. I just set it out, chopped it up, let it dry out, and then ran it through my coffee bean grinder and made ginger powder. And I went to go add it to my ginger container that was a store bought ginger powder, and I
uh-huh.
smelled it and then smelled my own, and I showed my husband, I'm like, "Smell this. Now smell this. What a difference." And it's that way with all your spices too. I've had the same experience when I'm spicing up our oregano from the garden. I mean, if you can grow your own spices and start using your own stuff, that's why whenever if you've ever been to a farm to table restaurant, their food is the most amazing.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, it's because of those ingredients being so
Yeah,
fresh.
I'm
Mhm.
posting the recipe in the chat.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Thanks, Dawn. She said I
Chocolate
saw
cheese
that.
sounds good.
There you
Although,
go. There's the chocolate cake. Oh, it was so
yeah,
good.
yeah, I am trying to eat healthier this month. I didn't worry about
This
it.
month. I'm
As soon
sorry.
as like remember, because I got sick and then I had a gallbladder and then I couldn't eat. But as soon as
Yeah.
I could eat, it was game on. We had Thanksgiving, we had, Christmas goodies. Rolling into January, I still haven't necessarily gotten back on the wagon. And we had a wonderful dinner last night of chicken fried steak, eggs, fried potatoes, biscuits, and gravy. And the grandbabies were thrilled because it went to the other house too.
Rebecca wants to know about what about putting turmeric root in the freezer? I don't have turmeric root, so I don't know much about it.
Um, think about other roots though, Lisa. Have you frozen other roots? Because it would probably behave the same. And I've never frozen any roots. I
No,
would say
Beets, beetroot.
Have you frozen them?
I've blanched them and froze them.
Oh, I would say with the turmeric, here's my thing on that, Rebecca. I would suggest letting it dry and or you could make an infused honey with it if you're I'm assuming you're growing it for like medicinal reasons because turmeric is amazing. And you could do put it in a jar, chopped up, pour honey over the top of it, and then just stir it every day. And it's shelf stable at that point. I do that with ginger. I've been doing that with ginger, and I'm loving my fermented ginger. And then when you want to take, your turmeric or whatever, like if I'm understanding your purpose correctly, then you could just put a teaspoon of that in some water and drink it, or dry it and powder it yourself. And this time of the year, with everybody's heaters running, it almost doesn't matter where you live. You could set it out, and it's gonna, as long as you've chopped it up, it'll dry on its own. Put it on your coffee bean grinder, and then you've made your own turmeric powder. That would be my suggestion with the turmeric. I don't know about freezing it.
Barb said you're trying to get healthier the month that you have a cake collab. Sounds about right.
It does.
So, Gwen, I saw this and I Googled it, and I'm sure you Googled it, but it says a lot of them sage struggles with heat and diseases and all that. And they say that's why it doesn't come back because it gets root rot and fungal diseases.
Oh,
That's weird.
interesting.
Very strange.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's like rhubarb, right? Rhubarb does well
Yeah.
up here, but it doesn't.
I read an interesting thing about sage the other day. I read that people historically have used sage because it's supposed to help with your cognitive abilities. And I was like, what? Because I only ever heard of sage being used for like colds and things. But then I was like, wait, sage? Sage. Like, have you heard the term sage when it's talking about somebody who's wise? Isn't that a thing? Like the sage. I guess I'd have to now Google the definition and use it appropriately in a sentence. But
I'm looking. I think so.
yeah, I recall hearing that. I don't remember how it was used. I just know like I'm a reader, so I probably read some fiction book and they had a sage. He was
A
sage.
profound philosopher, distinguished for wisdom.
Yeah, and I'm like, sage and sage. Well, look at there. But I'd never really heard that, and I was like, oh, I need to drink more sage.
Gwen said sage
Sage
advice.
advice. Yeah.
Jennifer Ocean said a sugar-free breakfast egg cake.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm expecting that during this Cake Fest collab, there will be some healthy recipes being shared. If
Why?
not, why? I certainly didn't. Well,
If I'm
hey,
eating it, I will
bananas
tell
and
you. We don't need cake around here, clearly.
Well, I don't need
So we don't make it, right?
Uh-huh.
But I will say this. Somebody posted on Instagram this New York coffee cake.
Oh, yum.
And I'm not like an over the top cinnamon person because sometimes it just gets me like in the
Yeah.
throat.
Yeah.
So hang on a minute. I gotta show. I
Yeah.
don't even think I have a picture. Anyway, I made this cake that she made, and oh my god. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that looks yummy. I love the strudel on top.
Oh my gosh.
Was it really good?
The best I've ever had because
Mhm.
it reminds me of the coffee cake I got from like delis and stuff.
Yum.
And I saved it, and I'll put the recipe in there if I can find it because I know I did save it.
Yeah, send that to me. That looks amazing. I mean, cinnamon does help balance your blood sugar.
There we go.
See, I did a banana cake. There was bananas in it. At least it's going to up your potassium to help, deal with some of that sugar you're eating.
So right there is the coffee cake. I'll text it to you, Mountain Grandma.
Awesome. Thank you.
But oh my word.
Yeah. And it's all in moderation. We didn't eat the whole cake. It was ate by, like, I sent it We get a piece, we send it to the kids because there are 6 of them over there, soon to be 7, and it's going to go really fast, right? Everybody, like they're going to eat it up. It will not stick around.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
strudel has like dribble icing, and then there's streusel. This is a streusel topping.
Oh, I didn't know there was a difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
But it's really good. And I have to tell you, it lasted over a week.
Mm.
I gave a friend of mine, this is really cool. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna say her name. She was making her kids were doing a Lord of the Rings movies fest,
Oh, how fun.
and
Like
she
in
was
their own
making
house, just a little thing?
kinda, yeah. So she was getting rabbits so they could make coney stew, which I
Huh.
guess is a part of it.
Interesting.
It's not my thing. But anyway,
I've never
she
heard of
had
hot
reached
stew.
out to
I
me
think
and
of hot
said,
dogs.
"What's that?"
I hear coney stew. I'm thinking, is it a soup with hot dogs?
"No, it's rabbits."
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
she reached out to me and said, "I found someone who I'm gonna pick up rabbits from end of the
Mhm,
month," and she had texted me and said, "This is how much they are. They're about 5 pounds, blah, 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 blah.
mhm.
Do you want one?" And I was like, "Yes, I do, because I wanna try one
Mhm.
before we get started on them."
Yeah.
So she came through and brought me this rabbit. So I have a rabbit in my freezer that Ryan's gonna cook for
Awesome.
me.
You
And
should
it's
video it,
beautiful.
Lisa. You should video it.
I can't believe how beautiful this thing looks. I wish I knew what kind of rabbit it was,
Yeah.
but it's
Yes,
huge.
video it because now I wanna see it too.
I'll take a picture and send it to you before I get to that part because I don't know when we're gonna
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
But oh my gosh, like amazing that she got this. So it's really cool. So I've got this rabbit to try because the hubs knows how
Yeah,
to cook hot
that
food.
is cool.
I can't remember if I ever had it. So there you go. Oh, I just
Mhm.
looked at the time, Mountain Grandma. It's 3 minutes too. Anybody have any questions? I'm sorry. We got yapping and we lost track of time. I'm
This
better when
was
I'm on
fun
Mountain Grandma's channel than my own.
today. We're okay.
But let's see. What I don't
I
eat
like
goes in
what
the
Jennifer
freezer. I'm not giving my snacks away. Dawn says extra snacks don't get out of my house either, but there's nothing to save.
said.
Oh, and by the way, I think it's Boulder Canyon, their chips from Colorado, red
Uh-huh.
wine vinegar. Oh my gosh.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
I've been trying to look for a healthier chip
Make your
for
own.
my husband. Really?
You should make your own because you can make it in
Huh.
tallow.
Oh, yeah.
Mandolin,
Mhm.
make it
Yep.
in tallow.
Really? I need to look into that. Are you gonna be doing a tallow video? I know, I'm giving you a lot of ideas
You're
here.
always giving me a lot to do.
I am. That's
Real
why
quick
I
before we
said
get
I
going.
paused before I said idea
No,
because it's almost like a to-do.
right now I have a lot of tallow in my refrigerator, so I won't be
Yeah.
doing tallow or lard until we go through some of that because
Uh-huh.
otherwise it's too much for us.
Yeah.
But I will when I do it because I promised Annette at
Yeah.
the Cow Emporium I would do lard for her.
Mhm. 'Cause I think I might be able to get it at the grocery store, and I
Get it,
wanna
I'll walk you through it. It's easy.
okay. Yeah, because that would be awesome rather than those darn seed oils. That's like poison.
All right. Jennifer Ocean wrote stuff there, so you can read that, but we're gonna get going, guys, because Tammy's got to go.
Thank
So
you, everybody, for coming.
thanks for coming. See you next week on Tammy's channel. And if you want, we'll continue this going forward. Just throw a comment on the video, okay? Talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Bye, everybody.